They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Out wide right, it's Porter. Bust through behind his pad. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play action, Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his target. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. C.J. Carr firing again. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Here's Holstein to throw. Rushes on. Nowhere. On that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. going to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Right side, it's Martin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. He's going to run it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. With down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At the 45, on his way. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside. It's Lewis. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Virginia. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Carr to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say, we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, third and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. them to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eli Holstein to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's got it inside the 35.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Holstein. Fires to the wideout. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Looking for more room. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback changing the play. Holstein. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 19 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Bearcats able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success? Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. The Cavaliers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Holstein to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. He's out past the 35. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown. Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They go play action with Holstein. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. Maybe some room here. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Eli Holstein to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Makes the catch, and he's free. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening, 1st and 10 from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. And they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Moves to his right. He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Racing to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Lots of room to run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's going to change things up against his defensive look. Throwing, Holstein. Stepping to the right. Just got rid of that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple positions. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Hits inside. It's Williams. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Offside defense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Out wide left, it's Flores. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lewis. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Holstein finds the tight end, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes the easy completion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give is to Williams. Just ran over it. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.